Today I'm going to show you guys how to make an ungodly amount of money in Pokemon FireRed LeafGreen early, mid-game, and late game as well, or end game. So let's get right into it. The first one I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be specifically the Nugget Bridge method, which requires us to get over to Cerulean City, okay? This one requires you to make sure that you do not battle the last person at the bridge. Make sure that as soon as you get to Cerulean City, that you do the following. First of all, make sure that in your team that you have essentially nothing left besides one weak Pokemon. What you can do is just run over to the route over here, I think like Route 4, and just capture a Pokemon that's weak, just really, really weak one. Make sure you go into the Pokemon Center at least one time and heal yourself. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the bridge, and you're going to make sure you first defeat all the different trainers on the bridge. All of these guys, defeat all of them. Because at the end of the bridge, there'll be a guy right here. And if you talk to him, he will give you a gold nugget, like a nugget. You guys know what they look like. And each nugget is worth about 5,000 Poké Dollars. So what you can do is the following. You talk to him, you get the nugget, and you lose the battle against him because he'll force you into a battle after giving you the nugget. Then that's going to reset you back to the Pokemon Center, and you go back up to the bridge, and you do this all over again. It's a weird oversight that exists. I think it still exists here because I've seen people on Twitter saying that it works on the Switch version. So that's something you can do, but that's just one method. If you now want to do something else, we're going to have to go and find two specific items. Now, to do these items, it is going to require you to get a little bit later into the game. You're going to have to make sure you've made it at least down to Vermilion, which is also means you're going to have to, pass through places like Celadon and stuff like that. So, along the way, I guess, like throughout the stories, you're going to have to have been to Vermilion and, of course, to Celadon. We're going to start with Celadon City first because that's where we're going to find one of the items first, but we're going to just fly over here and speed past all of these because at the left side here, we're going to find, of course, Snorlax blocking our path normally. So Snorlax would be, but we don't need him. We're going to go inside of this building, go up and talk to this guy. Now, this is one of the professor's aides. If you talk to him, he'll give you the amulet coin, okay? Now, the amulet coin is an item that essentially just boosts the amount of money you make every time you battle. So what you do now with the amulet coin, of course, we have an infinite amount of them here, but you give it to your first Pokemon in your party. Just give them that, and unfortunately, my TM case is full. But if you do that, if you actually do that, it will increase the amount of gold or, I guess, Poké Dollars you get every time you do something. So get the amulet coin. The second item we need is going to be the Versus Seeker. Now, the Versus Seeker is found right down here in Vermilion City. So fly down or walk down or wherever, just get your way towards Vermilion City specifically, because once you're in Vermilion, just go straight into the Pokemon Center. You're going to, literally land in front of it. So go inside and talk to this person right here. Then this is an ace trainer, and she will give you the Versus Seeker, or VS Seeker as it's called. Now, this item allows you to essentially re-battle people over and over again, and that's what we need to do, because what we need to do is re-battle people that give us a lot of money every time we defeat them, right? That's essentially what our goal is. So what you're going to do is, if you want to make as much money as possible, and this is specifically mid-game, so you're going to have to make it all the way down to Fuchsia City for this to work. But what we're going to do is we're going to fly down to Fuchsia, which is right down here. If we fly there and quickly make our way over towards Route 15, which I think is on the right side over here. So we're going to make our way over to the route because there is two trainers in this route that will garner you the most amount of money mid-game, give or take, the most, reasonable amount of money, okay? Because most other people are not going to give a lot, but these two, they're beauties. They're known as the beauty trainer class, and as such, they give a lot of cash compared to others. So it's these two right here. So what you're going to do is just go into a battle with one of them, right? Essentially, have the amulet coin on one of your Pokemon, battle these fellas, right? Take them down, and at the end here, you'll see that we will be given essentially 2,000 Poké Dollars, right? Now, if you have the amulet coin, that will be more. That'll be even more. So that's one of them you can do. Then you can battle the next one right here. She'll also give you a lot of cash, so just defeat her real quick. Again, they only have 4 Pokemon combined, so you take them down, and that's another 2,088 Poké Dollars that you get. So that's $4,000 into just these two right here, just defeating these two. However, now you might be wondering, okay, what do I do now? Well, I've defeated them, so I can't battle them again, right? Well, that is where the VS Seeker comes in, because if you have the VS Seeker, you simply press use. And would you look at that? If we do that, boom, would you look at that? We can battle her again. Right. So she's bumping up and down, and that means we can battle her again. And all you gotta do is battle her again, and we can just take her down. Again, I'm speeding through this. Obviously, it's gonna take you a little bit longer because you have to actually beat them. Just bring Pokemon that are strong against them. As you can see, she specifically uses grass types there. So just bring a fire type. If you have a Charmander, or if you got a Charmeleon Charizard, you should be fine. So that's what you gotta do. Now the issue is, the VS Seeker needs you to essentially reset like its steps. So you have to walk another like 93 steps. So this is where you can use the bike. If you have the bike already, you can just use it. If you don't, well, you know, you can just go get it real quick. I have a video on the channel which you guys can check out specifically for that. But if you have the bike, just go back and forth, right? Get rid of those missing steps that you have. Get rid of them. And as soon as you've done that, like what was it, like 93 steps. So once you've done that, you can use the VS Seeker again really quickly. And if we use it one more time, come on. Here we go. Use it one more time. Okay, it's not charging it. Oh, 3 steps. Come on. There we go. So, use it again, and now we should have the option to battle her again. Boom, there you go. So that is another one of the beauties. For some reason, she doesn't want to battle again, but again, you can just grind level, like, just honestly, levels and everything against her here. But yeah, you can just grind out a lot of cash. But this is for around mid-game. If you want late game, just as fast as possible, making around, I think, 40,000 Poké Dollars each time. We're going to have to go up to Vermilion, and we're going to have to head our way over to, I think, Island 5, if I'm not mistaken, or 5 Island as it's called. So this requires you to get access to the Sevi Islands, which is why I'm saying this is late game or end game, because you're not going to have access to most of these Sevi Islands this early on. So I think we're going to have to go over to 5 Islands. Let's just go. There we go. Gonna make our way up here, and we're gonna have to sail past these guys. So just get onto our Pokemon, and we're gonna have to surf up past the water labyrinth and up into what's known as Resort Gorgeous, because this place has, well, 2 trainers that make you a lot of money. So we have this one trainer right here, which is another beauty, and this beauty trainer right here. These 2 combined can make you 40,000 Poké Dollars every run you do. So literally, just battling these 2 will garner you a lot of cash. So, if we just battle her real quick, we will see how much money she makes us. Just gonna go through this battle again, like I said, very quickly, just to show you what it looks like and how much you earn. If you don't have the amulet coin, it is gonna be around like 10,000, give or take. But if you have the amulet coin, it's 20,000, as you can see. So it is a lot of money. You can just easily grind here super quickly and just make a lot of cash very fast in the game. Again, this is late game or post game, and the best part about this area is if you just beat everybody on this little island, you can actually just do a circle like 1 or 2 times around the island, and you pretty much should have all your steps on the VS Seeker back again, which makes it super efficient to just be able to grind out loads of money, loads of cash very quickly. And yeah, I just think it's a great method. So there you go. Now all you gotta do is get that get the freaking bicycle up real quick, and we're gonna just go in circles here really fast. So yeah, that's pretty much how to do it. There's not really much else to it, I think. This should work. If it doesn't work, I am sorry. But unless they change something in the Switch version specifically, but it should all be fine, I think. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.